In holistic education, new approaches require innovative ways of teaching and organizing the learning process. We explore a variety of methods to bring these approaches to life in the classroom. And in our upcoming videos, we will dive deeper into each one. Today, we are excited to introduce a powerful tool, supporting schemes. This tool not only helps students understand and connect complex ideas, but also aids in memorizing key concepts, making learning more effective and engaging. You might be asking, what exactly is that? Supporting schemes are like a secret weapon for learning, except it's not magic, it's science. Imagine taking an entire topic and representing it in one picture. Yes, just one image that holds all the essential information in all interconnections as a system. This approach is based on neuroscience, designed to align with how your brain naturally processes and retains information, making learning faster and more effective. So, how does this work? One great advantage of supporting schemes is that they engage both sides of your brain. The right hemisphere is responsible not only for creativity, but also for visual understanding, while the left hemisphere manages verbal processing and logical reasoning. Children often use their right hemisphere more naturally, which is why they may struggle with verbal tasks, like reading through several pages, identifying key points, and then connecting them logically. This is where supporting schemes come in. They address this challenge by combining both visual and verbal elements. The scheme itself is structured to include both the key points and the connections between them, making it easier for students to grasp complex topics and retain information. With the visual cues from the right hemisphere and the logical structure from the left, students can recall information much more effectively. Now let me give you an example. Have you ever studied a chapter and struggled to remember all the details later? This is where supporting schemes come in. A supporting scheme is made up of supporting signals which summarize or symbolize important key elements of the topic. Each supporting signal represents a crucial part of the concept, allowing you to grasp the bigger picture more easily. So, instead of flipping through pages of the textbook, you can refer to the scheme, and all the key points are right there in a structured visual format, making it easy to recall and understand. It's like giving your brain a shortcut. But supporting schemes do more than just help you remember. They help you to see connections. For example, when you study different topics, they're usually taught separately. Supporting schemes help you visualize how these topics interact with each other, fitting together into one interconnected system. This holistic approach gives you a deeper understanding of the material instead of just learning isolated facts. And here another huge benefit. Supporting schemes make studying much more efficient. Think about preparing for an exam. Normally you'd go through pages and pages of the textbook, right? With supporting schemes, those pages get condensed into one easy to understand visual aid. You can quickly review the key points, saving your time and helping you study more effectively. Let's see how this works with an example. Let's take the supporting scheme of second grade students on weather and climate. The supporting scheme shows how weather and climate are connected. The sun is the main source of energy, influencing air temperature, which along with altitude affects air pressure. Changes in air pressure drives wind patterns influenced by Earth's rotation and gravity. Wind carries moisture, humidity, which evaporates and condenses, forming clouds. Gravity then pulls the condensed moisture down as precipitation, which also affects visibility and weather. Over time, these patterns of wind, temperature, humidity, and precipitation create a region's climate influenced by geographical features and processes like ocean currents and wind circulation. Earth's tilt at orbit around the sun brings seasonal changes that impact climate. This supporting scheme highlights how key weather elements shape both daily weather and long-term climate patterns. So this supporting scheme give all these points in all interconnections as a system. But how can a single supporting scheme work for students at all levels? That's the beauty of it. For second graders, the topic can be introduced in a simple, broad way, giving them a basic understanding of all the elements. But as students move to higher grades, they can dive deeper, exploring each detail more thoroughly. Supporting scheme create a powerful learning tool that allows every student to see the whole system no matter of their level. It gives them the freedom to engage with the topic at their own pace and depth, making learning personalized and exciting.
I was introduced to supporting schemes in 2007, a long way back. I was new to the field of education. I was a novice educator, and I really have a lot of gratitude in my heart for Marina ma'am and for Kamal sir, for Anand Niketan group of schools, for introducing me to this radical, this absolutely revolutionary system of learning. Supporting schemes are basically images. They're basically visuals, strong visuals that have words, symbols, pictures, summarizing an entire topic in one supporting scheme. And you look at a supporting scheme and you kind of absorb all the information which is there in your mind. It kind of fits like a jigsaw puzzle in your mind. Magical, some might say. Well, not exactly magic, but definitely it's a system which works on a scientific basis, and it works on both parts of the brain. So it caters to the left brain as well as the right brain. So creativity as well as logical reasoning. Now, I remember I taught grade 5 using the help of supporting schemes, and I taught them a chapter on Sam Manekshaw at that time. I was teaching them English. And Sam Manekshaw's entire life was there in one supporting scheme, and we did the entire chapter with that. We did a lot of brainstorming on that. We did a lot of research. We did a lot of information gain from that one supporting scheme. And I remember as a teacher the kind of satisfaction that I felt when every child in my class knew or understood the entire information and actually memorized all the dates, the facts, names, everything. And they did so well on that particular chapter after the supporting scheme. And my moment of joy, my moment of pride and glory was when Kiran sir from SN Kansagara came to observe that particular class, and he appreciated not me, not the class, not the content, but he appreciated the system, supporting scheme system that we were using, that we used with the children. So I definitely feel for today's generation where our if we have a very short attention span, we're distracted very easily. Supporting schemes are absolutely revolutionary tools in education today, and we should be using them with every topic, for every child, for every grade, and for every subject.
Can you tell me what do you like the most about supporting schemes?
It has pictures and words that it helps us to spell big words and big sentences in a go.
And do you find it easier to remember the lessons?
Yes, the pictures. We can just look at the pictures and read the words, and we can remember all of it. I remember the air supporting scheme and the water supporting scheme and the light supporting scheme.
Can you tell me what do you like the most about supporting schemes?
I like that when this supporting scheme is shown, there are pictures and words on it on which we can easily identify the concept. For example, in the SS11, if you see, there is the orbit and 38 time zones. So due to the pictures and words, we can understand our concept that in the whole world there are 38 time zones, and the earth has one whole revolution around the orbit for 365 days. So the supporting schemes, pictures and words help us to clear the concept.
Did you like the supporting scheme?
It was amazing.
Tell me something from the water supporting scheme.
Water is important for living and non-living things both. For living things, we need water for photosynthesis and for plants to grow, and we need water to drink. And we should use water wisely, then water will be over if we don't use it wisely in the future.
Right. Could you visualize the supporting scheme? What all symbols were there?
There was a symbol of a leaf growing, which was written energy. There was a man filled with water, and in his brain bioluminescence was going on. And there was a glass of water. First it was full, and it got less. It should have.
Why do you like supporting schemes?
Because we get to explore lots of things
Through the pictures, right?
and short.
And they are short.
Yes.
Very good.
So supporting scheme is basically a visual representation of a text. Since it's visual, kids can easily understand and connect to the topic because a brain can remember what it sees rather than the words. So here, the children, they don't have to memorize each and everything. They can recall it with one photo. What I observed during the kids, they are really enjoying it because it's a very fun and interesting way of learning. So I think they are really connecting to the topic with the help of the scheme.
In my view, a supporting scheme covers any topic using the images related to that topic, but still highlights the important points with the help of words called signals. So, it actually is helpful for all the different levels of the kids because it helps the children memorize and explain the topic very well using the images. It is also helping the children frame the sentences using the signals. So, in a nutshell, I would say that it is helping activate the brain cells of a child.
How did you recall this?
When we look at something, we get a picture of it in our mind.
Okay, and which picture you have in your mind while
And we also remember the supporting scheme.
supporting scheme, right? Well, now we were talking, right?
So it's stored in your brain when they keep on.
So, when you were talking about these topics, did you keep in mind supporting schemes?
Yes.
Does it help you to remember these things?
And because we have the supporting scheme also in our books, and they're just you had given also, and they are coming here.
Yes.
It's
right.
small and then it becomes bigger.
Okay, because vegan gives you all these which you need to remember, right? That's good. So, okay, thank you, my dear friends.
But supporting schemes go beyond the classroom. They are not just useful for exams or lessons. They also help bridge the gap between what you learn in school and how you apply this knowledge in real life. By showing you how everything is interconnected, supporting schemes help you make informed decisions, predict outcomes, and think critically about the world around us. Supporting schemes aren't just another learning tool. They are an amazing tool for understanding and connecting ideas, making studying faster and easier, and giving you a broader perspective of the topic you are learning.